Hello everybody, my name is Ashot Khacharan. I'm a former number one junior ranked player in the world in the category of under 14. I was the number one player on the Russian national team in juniors. I was ATP ranked since the age of 15. I used to have contract with Adidas, Babolat, with the Sheikh of Qatar, with many other brands. I played in Division One college at Santa Clara University. I was a head coach at Goran Tennis Academy for over 4 years, and now I'm ATP certified tennis coach. Okay, so today I want to talk about a very serious object is technique versus biomechanics. And this subject is one of the reasons why I decided to create social media, is because I see a lot of coaches in physical world and online talk about technique and break down professionals players technique and talk about technique this, technique that. You need to do this with your technique, you need to do that with your technique. And what I'm going to tell you is that it is all wrong. Okay, you need to know the difference between biomechanics and technique. Now, biomechanics is correct for everybody, it's universal. Okay, because every part of the body is responsible for a particular function during the shot, and doesn't matter whether you're a girl or boy, whether you're a junior or a pro, it's all going to be the same. There is one way of correct biomechanics. Okay, and I wasn't the one that created it. Okay, I'm not a scientist. Okay, I'm just the one that learned it and follows it. Now, technique is a personal thing. Technique is how we connect those parts of biomechanics together during the shot. And that's why when we watch tennis, all right, whether we're watching ATP, WTA, or any other tournament, everybody's technique is different. Okay, everybody seems to hit the shot differently. But in reality, if we break down their biomechanics, the biomechanics are going to be the same. Now, technique on the other side is going to be different. And when you watch tennis on TV or in person, if your eye is not trained, you see technique. So that's why it seems like everybody is hitting the ball differently. And then all these so-called coaches go online and try to break down the technique of Yannick Sinner, or of Alcaraz, or of Roger, or of Djokovic, and say, hey, Sinner has the best technique, hey, Alcaraz has the best technique. It is all BS. All right, what they're doing the same is biomechanics of the shot, and that's why you need to learn biomechanics to be able to hit the shot good, but not copy the technique. All right, now when we talk about technique and biomechanics, we can think of it as our handwriting. Okay, so for example, if we are going to write the same words with you, let's say in English language, we are going to write the same words, and we will be able to read each other's words. However, the way we write those words, the letters, are going to be a little bit different because our handwriting is going to be different, right? My letters can be a little bit thicker or thinner or bigger or smaller or wider or more narrow and so on. You get the idea. Now it's the same with the technique. We all have different bodies. We all have different heights, we have different strengths, different weaknesses, and so on. So we are going to feel comfortable in different technique. So that's why it's always a bad idea to copy somebody else's technique and thinking that is going to improve your shot, because you don't have the same body as they do. Okay, so that's for you to understand the difference of biomechanics and technique. So if you actually want to improve, you want to learn the correct biomechanics, find yourself a coach that can teach you correct biomechanics. Find yourself a coach that can teach you the correct functions of the body and work on those. And then the technique is going to connect on its own because your body is going to adapt. Okay, and unless you are doing something extremely wrong that literally forbids you from doing correct biomechanics, you don't even intervene with technique. Okay, because you are doing what you are comfortable. So when I see this self-called coaches online breaking down techniques and teaching their students how to hit Sinner forehand or Alcaraz forehand or Djokovic forehand, I laugh. I laugh, but also I cry, because I know a lot of players are paying money to learn from those coaches, and eventually you are not going to improve. You're going to waste your time, waste your money, and so on. So yes, now I hope you get a better idea of biomechanics versus technique. Work on your biomechanics. I'm teaching biomechanics, upper body biomechanics and lower body footwork. Inside my community, I posted my whole methodology that I have worked with and helped develop over 150 players of all different levels. Okay, everything is there. You have access to everything. I'm not holding anything back. And without biomechanics, you simply will never have a solid, big, and safe shot. You will always be looking for something and will never be able to find what you are looking for. Okay, so next time you are watching something online or working with a coach, make sure you work on your biomechanics and leave the technique alone. All right, good luck.